Usually when I play games with a stream, they're pretty cool with like following me around and doing what I want to do. And I'll even be like, hey, what do you guys want to do? I kind of want to do this. And they're like, yeah, man, whatever you want to do. At least ever since Monster Hunter World. Because in Monster Hunter World, everybody wanted to do their own fucking thing. You're like, oh man, I gotta get this gem, or I gotta get this. So we never got to fucking do any of the other shit. Everybody wanted to do their own fucking thing. Everybody wanted to grind for their fucking armor. Alright, here we go. I'm ready, baby. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So, how'd it go? It says Mr. Wright suspects the police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder... they wouldn't seek capital punishment? That's what I mean, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Ms. Skye. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? Do what you have to, Mr. Wright. I can't believe how she's not helping me with this. She's making everything so much worse for me. 10 squats? God damn it, I'm trying to play video games, you assholes. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? Hey, Ross. Oh, damn, that sucks. Why does that suck? Are you talking shit about my clothes? Amnitrod said nice short. You said nice shirt. I gotta catch my breath now. Oh, thanks, though. Yeah, my shirt's Street Fighter Zombies. Alright, here we go. I already did. I got my water right here. What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today, I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In doing so, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things. She wants to get on top of his thing. Calm down, Emma. Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. That's supposed to be an admirable trait. Very well. let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer? Oh, this guy. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I'm Officer Mike Meekin, sir. My occupation is... that would be murderer, sir. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir. Actually... Sir, I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. This guy's annoying. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir. What the fuck? Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that in order. So, yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Let's see. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. This guy's such a tool. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness? Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Alright, we gotta press. Let's press. It's not his normal duty. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir. Yikes. Now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. I see. Sounds like a very, important mission. After the awards ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life, then I did it. Alright, here we go. Let's see. spot a suspicious man. Yeah, let's go ahead and press this. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct? Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck. So then, your ID number should be listed on here, correct? Oh. There it is! I found it! This is the one right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir. Let's see. But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Mike Meekins. Huh. Right here and right here. He went in there 10 minutes before 5. Wow. Yo, what's up, Co? How's it going, man? Please explain, witness. It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see, so it was during that second time when... Yes, sir, that was when I spotted the man on the security screen. Okay, ID card record. IDs of all who entered the evidence room on 221. Okay, so at 450, he put the Blue Badger in there. And then when he spotted the mysterious guy inside the room, that was like 514, I think? Okay. How am I? I'm good, man. I'm having a good day. I'm just vibing and chilling, enjoying some Ace Attorney. Today's court case is going to be really fucking intense. I got a shit ton of evidence. So only doing what I was trying to do. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you? It was a knife, sir. A knife. Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then? Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was. You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arm like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. Grabbed the man by his collar, okay. Fought from my left, then I did it. What exactly do you mean when you say you did it? I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him. You took his knife? I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man. What? I had sex and I closed my eyes like a man. Seems like I'm really into this. I am, dude. I'm super into this. There's been some crazy fucking twists. I'm super into this game. See. He must have been desperate. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of blood. And the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Yeah. Ever get the chance to do some Dangan or non-airy games? Yeah, down the line, I'd like to do the Danganronpa games. But this is still the first game of Ace Attorney, and there's like 2 other ones, then there's the Apollo games. I don't know if I'm going to play those or not. But I have Danganronpa 1 and 2, but I don't have the third one. Let's see. About what time did you regain consciousness? No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious. Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30. He hit me right into the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain. That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir. Your mission? Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand. Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point. Yes, Officer Meekins? With regards to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to me. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. The chief? Delivered it? What is that? A videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room. Objection! What is this bullshit? Revealing evidence in the middle of a testimony. You can't be doing this shit. What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape. And was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at. Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Wow. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me. What a puss. A video of a real murderer. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Oh, shit. Oh, cool. Dude, this is like Paranormal Activity. Oh, look at those 3D graphics. Okay, that first time he had already dropped that off, so this must be closer to 514. Something fell out. There he is, there's Meekins. Oh! He's gone? How did he not run past? Wait, is there something inside that locker now that wasn't there before? Or am I crazy? Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us? What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood? Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir. Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Fuck. Seriously, like he attacked him, they were fighting, and then the guy just disappeared. He didn't walk past the camera again. That's so fucking weird. Security video. Video from the security camera placed in the evidence room. Okay. Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room, and some sort of activity did take place. Your Honor. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. That song gets annoying real quick. You think so? I guess I can see it. It's like a little children's nursery rhyme type shit. His face can't... Let's see. His face can't be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprints to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Damn. Yo, what's up, Happy Poop? Let's see. His face can't... Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter. The latter, but you were standing right in front of him, were you not? More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you? Yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see? Yeah, I can see that. He does seem like a fucking beta. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sure it was him. I'd bet my badge on it. He's about to lose his badge, I feel like. But there's no question that the other person... Alright. But you don't... Oh, why am I giving Phoenix Meekins' fucking voice? But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it. Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or... Meekins! What was that, a bird? Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him. I mean, he opened the lock. Okay. He's definitely a sub, for sure. Definitely not a dom. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he's tried. If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir. And this, too. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. Okay. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint. So it must be him, no one else.
Dropping this off before going back into my Genshin cave.
Yo, Kaz, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime resub for the 35 months. Yeah, man, when I'm done with Ace Attorney, I might go back and play some more Genshin Impact, man. That game is super fun. And, yeah, dude, keep enjoying Genshin. Thanks for popping the resub, dude. Do we actually see him open the locker, or was it already open when the camera went to him? I don't know, I gotta double check, to be honest. I don't think it was, but I'm not 100%. You bet Kaz is AR-40? Probably. Yeah, here we go, press. However, the most important detail is not shown in the video. The man's face. Sir! If I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security video? Oh shit. Ooh, that music. Sorry, this is my jam. I keep forgetting to look this song up after the stream's over. I gotta find this song because I guarantee you there's remixes. There's gotta be like somebody dropping bars or like a remix or something. I think there's a problem with the security video. Can I just watch it again? God, I love this. Okay. It has the handprint on its face already and it's smeared across its eye. There he goes. Oh, there wasn't anything in that locker. Did you see? Okay, he comes over here. He did open it. A glove did fall out. A glove fell out. The thin glove. Here comes Meekins. See, there's still nothing in that locker. He's like, excuse me, what are you doing? Oh, Jesus Christ, my hand, fuck you! Okay, still nothing inside that locker. We come back, Meekin's passed out on the floor. We see nobody around. See, look, right there. Right there. Oh, and then it goes away because it's on loop, right? Is that what's happening? Yeah, it must be on loop. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, there's a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there's one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Yo, what's up, Nesbit? Yo, what's up, Ryan? Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What in the flying hell are you talking about? This video contains such contradictions? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out, that piece of shit. Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Yeah, no shit. My day's going well, Ryan. I'm loving this game. I'm having a good time. Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the... Oh. J is rewind. Or rewind, fast... Alright, enter is fast forward. Here we go. Glove fell out. Meekin shows up. Okay, still fast forward. Here we go. Now he's gone. Meekin's passed out. And here we go. Right here. I got it. I'm a fucking genius. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. What could it mean? Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. The point? What you are looking for is one thing, and one thing only. Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman. Oh yeah. Whew, I almost walked right into the defense's trap. Oh my god, this judge. I'll place him under arrest, sir. Rats. I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. Now what do I do? Oh, is that not the right thing? Oh my god, what the fuck? What? Dude, don't tell me too soon, alright? Vinatia, yesterday you were telling me to fucking go back and get some prints that I missed. Yeah, dude, don't tell me. Alright, I don't want to have to, like, ban you or purge you. So I'll just warn you. Don't tell me too soon. Don't tell me, hey, you missed prints. Don't nothing. If I want help, I'll ask. Trust me. This is one of those games where if you help me, then it's not fun for anybody to watch, because then I'm just doing what you tell me to do. Look that up for you. The music's called Logic and Trick. Okay, cool. I'll look that up later. I really like that song. Yeah, don't give me any hints or any of that shit. Like, don't tell me too soon or any of that. Alright? Like, you did it yesterday and I didn't say anything. You did it again today, so I don't want to have to ban you, bro. Play video again. Very well. Let's try this again. Just remember one thing, Mr. Wright. Every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt. Says the one pointing his finger at us. Thanks, at least she actually took my side this time. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video. This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
Nani.
Shit.
Note to self. Hints are bad and you will get clapped.
You can fast forward. Okay. Alright, fast forward. falls out. Looking inside. Ooh, he gets cut. Wait, where's Jay? Oh, it just did a loop, didn't it? Okay, hang on. What in the flying fuck? Wait a minute, I just noticed. Look at the, hold on, look at this dude's arm. Check this shit out. See, his arm stays down right here, right? The arm is just down here, it never goes anywhere. I don't even know if it's holding a flag. But then suddenly, the arm is up, and you see the fucking flag is up here. It's like block, now it's down, right? Completely blocked. Look at it, even if you watch it in fast forward, it looks silly. Like, boom, it's over here, blocking his face. Oop, coming back, blocking his face. Go over there, blocking his face. What the hell is this? Look at this. It looks even crazier when you fucking play it in fast forward. Look. He's like, block, block, block. The hell is that, man? That's some bullshit. What in the flying fuck, man? I'm just gonna click on his arm here. The thing that's strange about this video would have to be, this. I don't think this is right. I don't know if I'm clicking on the right thing. I just think it's weird that the fucking hand would come up and perfectly cover up his face the entire time. I hope this is it. Hold on a second, I need to use my eye drops. Well, I don't get it. Damn it. Would you mind if I borrowed your eyes? Eye medicine? Don't look at me with those bleary eyes. Oh man, what the fuck? Hey, you know what? Non-playable character, I agree. That is definitely appropriate music for fucking stabbing somebody. It does sound like some serial killer music. Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again. What do I do? What the fuck? Yeah, it's fine, Venetia. Just wanted to let you, let you know, man. Very well, let's try this again. God damn it. Alright, let's try this. Here we go. Alright, there he goes. How do I pause? Backspace? Fuck. I can see what you're talking about now with hating the song. It makes a lot more sense now. You spend so much time in here. Wait a minute. How do I backspace J? Hold on. It's hard to tell if it's bad graphics or if I'm actually seeing something. Wait a fucking minute. Okay. What the fuck? He cut him. Right, he cut him. Then he jumped at him. They struggled, and then he threw him. And then suddenly there's blood on his shoulder? What the fuck is this? How did he get blood on his shoulder? Fuck. The thing that's strange about this video would have to be this. Oh no, is this not it? Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, what? How did he get blood? He attacked him, but then suddenly he has a bloody coat? The fuck is that shit? Fuck. Dude, what the hell am I missing? Wait. What's that glove? Rubber glove. Tagged evidence from the SL9 incident. Extremely thin rubber glove. The glove fell out as he was looking into the locker. Half-written document dated 2/21 can be submitted to Bruce Goodman. Fuck. Lost item report. 2/21. ID. 5/9. He scribbled it. Oh, it looks like someone wrote 5/9 because they thought it was 9 and then scribbled it because they fucked up. Like it's not 5/8. That's what it looked like. What's 7777777? Yeah, keep the music rolling. Yeah, I can't get enough of this absolute jammer. Yeah, it's cool that I don't get a penalty at least. Miles Edgeworth at 440. Mike Meekins 450. Bruce Goodman 514. 514. Yeah, let me check this shit again. Found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. Is it the knife? Maybe it's the knife, because the knife doesn't look like it's broken. He used the knife to kill... Fuck. He used the knife to attack him, right? So his knife doesn't have the point broken off. I can't remember if this is found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's small tag attached. If this... I don't think he used this. I don't think he used that knife. Usually Edgeworth's tooth blood. Traces of victim's blood, no prints. Fuck. Was allegedly dancing in the evidence room at the time of the murder. Death due to loss of blood, 1 knife wound. Shit. Found on a bloody handprint. Found... Oh! Oh my god, I'm so dumb! Oh, there's no bloody handprint when he leaves. If there was a bloody handprint on the scene, there was definitely blood. But it's not there. Right? Found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room, the print had been wiped. They would have to show him wiping the prints, right? Only the assigned detective prints can unlock it. Okay. I think that's what I need. I think. Maybe. Can I even see it? Oh, is he blocking it? Oh, dude, hang on. I think I might be onto something. Hold up. How do I unpause? Backspace, here we go. Okay. So now, they fight. Alright, nothing there. Oh, man. There should have been a bloody print right behind him here? Wait! Wait! Okay, fuck. There was a bloody print behind the thing. He couldn't have gotten behind it. Shit. Yeah, there should be a bloody print there, right? So here they are, they fight. And you don't see anything, there should be a bloody print right here. Right? Did I get it? The thing that's strange about this video... Oh man, come on! Fuck! I've found like 4 weird things in this video so far. And none of them are the thing I need right now. God damn it. Alright, come on. He walks in. He opens up the locker. Yeah, the glove falls out. He takes a peek. Meekin shows up. Here we go. He's like, excuse me, sir. And he's like, ah, fuck you, bitch. He's like, ah, Jesus. My fucking hand. And he jumps at him. And they struggle and fight. Is it the knife? Maybe it's the knife? Take that! The thing that's strange about this video... Oh, man. Come on, bro. It's gotta be here. It sounds like chat already figured it out, and I didn't. Maybe it's the other bloody... Like, maybe it's the fact that the bloody print should be on the... Oh, I already clicked on that, so that doesn't make any sense. He opened it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is he wearing gloves? It's really hard to tell. Doesn't look like he's wearing gloves there. Rewind. The glove fell out. Hmm. 221, 17, 14. Wait a minute. No, that's a good time frame. 221, 17. Record of parking in a prosecution's office lot entered at 5:12. (221, 17, 14). Wait a minute. 7/12, 221. Where's the autopsy? The autopsy report died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Where's the other thing? Found the crime scene, solution ID of all that entered, the evidence room at 221. Half-written document dated 221 can only be submitted to the chief by the chief of police. Hold on. Date 221. It doesn't have a time. Scene of the stabbing of a detective at... Okay. There's the glove. Wait a minute. Only the assigned detective prints can unlock its indicated lamp light opening up. What? The hell is this? I can actually look at the locker? That's so strange. Only the assigned detective prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Rewind, J. The light is already on. When it's already open. It's open already. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Right here, baby.
Take that.
The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins? Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint, if it's a match. Wait a second, who's the cute girl in this locker? Isn't this fucking Gumshoe's locker? That girl, dude, that girl kind of reminds me of like the police girl from Astral Chain. What a babe. The light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. Oh, yeah, that's pretty much my reaction. I'm like, oh. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Oh, I finally got it. It seems so obvious now. It really seems super obvious now. I remember Astral Chain. I never got to finish Astral Chain because my Joy-Con drift was such a problem. Right there. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. You guys love this song? It's a banger, right? I really like Snow's emotes. I'm kind of jealous of his emotes. Dun, dun. Here! Notice the light? What's this? It's already lit! Yo, it's fucking lit! Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle! Oh, shit! Oh! Order, order! What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh, well. Just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. Yeah, no shit, Judge. Just be quiet. The fucking grown-ups are talking right now. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor. Something jammed the sensor, you say? What the fuck? There's something else that seems out of place in this video. There's like 5 things that are out of place in that video, bro. I found like all of them before I found the easiest one. Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please point out. Okay. What did you want me to point out? I didn't even get to fucking read what you said, you fucking bitch. What did he say, chat? I didn't get to see. What am I supposed to be pointing out? That there's something else that's fucked up? What am I pointing out now? Just point it out. He wants you to point out why it wasn't locked. Hang on. Why wasn't this locked? It looks like it's open. What the fuck am I supposed to know? I'm an attorney, not a fucking electrician. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. What the hell am I even looking at here?
It's like Groundhog Day with this song. I'm gonna punch a tree so hard it'll turn into a book and the pages will be filled with screams.
That was pretty funny. Damn it. Hey, what's up, Hikaru-chan? I'll just click on it again, I guess. Oh, damn it. Walker wasn't... Oh, I missed it. Fuck. I didn't see what he fucking said. Why the fuck wouldn't it be locked? This is bullshit.
Nani nani? Actually, you need sugar canes and cow leather to make a book.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. He opens the locker, and why would this glove fall out? If you open a locker, things aren't just gonna fall out. He must have used the glove to leave it open somehow. He probably had the glove pried in there in the locker, and that's why it fell.
Take that!
Oh my god, I'm so fucking good at video games, holy shit! I'm such a big brain fucking smartass! Ah! So smart! Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Here we go. The music stopped. You're welcome, chat. Oh, yeah, big brain plays. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I often fall out and roll a great distance when... Shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you, Meekins. You shut your goddamn mouth. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Yada, you did it.
Hikaru-chan, thanks for the $10 donation. Thanks for donating for all these Ace Attorney streams. All these Ace Attorney streams are brought to you by Hikaru-chan. Thanks for sponsoring the stream. Some love in the chat for my sponsor today. Thanks for the $10. What if something was inserted, say, my penis, between the sensor and the door? Inserted? I knew it. Oh, man, I'm such a fucking... I got such a huge brain. I've got, like, the most fucking... not smooth brain ever. I've got so many fucking little curly lines on my brain. I'm so smart. God damn. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor! Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of a patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie choked. Shut the fuck up, Meekins. Nobody fucking asked you. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene. Oh, it's a rubber glove. And it's thin. I remember it because it said in the evidence. There just might have been something that fits that description. But sir, insulator don't... Shut up, Meekins. I think I finally got this figured out. Very well. Will the defense please present relevant evidence? What was the insulator that was stuck in the door? It's literally the glove, bro. It's literally the fucking glove. 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 No glove, no love. Tagged evidence from the SL9 incident. Extremely thin rubber glove. Could be used for a condom. Let's go. Right here, baby. Right fucking here.
Take that!
I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove. But we can't be sure that was the victim's locker. It has a tag that says SL9 incident. Nani? The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that fucking locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir, It would appear so, sir. Yeah. Big brain. Order, order. Oh. So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. Oh, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Goddamn son of a fucking Meekins. Oh, you mean that's... Of course. Is this a joke? Hello? Are you hating on my boy Meekins? Yo, I shit on Meekins. Meekins shits on himself. I think Nearm and Meekins are the same person. I've never seen Nearm and Meekins in the same room. That's all I'm gonna say. Very well, begin your testimony. Mystery Man 2. Let's see. There's one other thing that proves the man was detective. Sir. Oh, okay. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. An ID card record, I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. Well, who the fuck is all sevens, man? The ID used at 514 is that of the victim. Oh. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases of transferal there, and most were cleared up by the noon. By the noon. What's wrong with me? By noon. Right, I see. Now let us move on to the cross-examination. Alright, here we go. Gotta pop these knuckles. Stretch. Ooh. Yo, what's up, Vanessa? One other thing proves... Man, what's the technical? So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you? Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the V for victory sign. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second. Is that card hanging from your neck one of those ID cards? Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it. What if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that? Oh, maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me. Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer only has one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony. My ID card is used as a record. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to. Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman. What's the matter? According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honor. Vinny, you need to get some cool emotes like them. Bro, you're subbing my channel. You have some cool emotes. You have my emotes. My emotes are cool, right, chat? Right? You guys like my emotes, right? They're not trash? Are you saying my emotes are trash? Do you want to fight? I'll fight you. With all respect to him, he has some shitty emotes. The goose is okay. The goose can stay. You're welcome here, Goose. This is a safe place. Your emotes are okay. Oh man, my feelings are hurt. That cuts deep. Do you know how deep that cuts? Why are you guys hurting my feelings like that? You guys should be nice to me. It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. But now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Press. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card... Pulled a knife on you. Hikaru-chan, thanks for the tier 1 sub and all the donations. I appreciate the support. Enjoy my average emotes. He pulled a knife on you. Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir. Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. I guess that makes sense. Maybe he just panicked. Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? The problem with his ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got. Yeah, why wouldn't he just show you the fucking ID card, bro? Shit. At the time of the crime, detective had to use his ID card. Yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense, dude. Here, let me save. I haven't saved in a while. Oh, here you go. This is it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card. Okay, how did he use his ID card if it was found at the fucking prosecutor's office? There's no way he could have had the ID card, in which case he didn't have it. Right here.
Objection!
Oh, big brain! Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office! Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card. A lost item report? It's only half completed. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess, you believe this something to be his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order, order! So now, what does this all mean? It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card! Order, order, order. Does this prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo. I want him to do a slow clap where he's just like... So you figured it out. Nice. But bravo. Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime... Ooh, there's the music! The man in the... The man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victims lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. What? Huh? Well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, well. It seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already done the explaining. The defense has already done the explaining. Fuck, I can't. Explaining. What's wrong with me? Help! The defense has already done the explaining for me. Oh my god. Explainane. I can't get it out of my head. Explainane. Oh, Jesus. Fucking help me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place. Victim in this video. At the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Oh shit. He's turning it back on me. Shit. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana... What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Well, first, you have to save. That's the first thing you do. Alright. Secondly, you object!
Objection!
One fucking moment, Your Honor. What the fuck do you want now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you babbling about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Right. Okay. All right. Am I supposed to be picking something out here? What's happening? However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Thank you. The connections are obviously there. Excuse me, Your Honor. Let me save real quick. Battle Athlete is the greatest lawyer to ever exist. Some people say it's because he has quick saves. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Ooh, boy, yeehaw! Mr. Wright, do you mean... You're goddamn right. Your Honor, I need you to plant some Whataburger on the testimony stand. It'll set a trap for the Texan. Everybody knows that Texans can't resist Whataburger, Your Honor. The defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh? Whom do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name.
I called Battle AP to the stand.
Before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright, this person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name? Here we go. This fucking bitch.
Take that!
Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? Can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. Woo! Recess. Hey, this is going pretty well. It took me a second to get the ball rolling in the beginning of today, you know, with trying to find stuff in the video, but I think we're doing okay, right? I'm the best lawyer in the world because Mia's got great titties. Facts check out. If they put whatever... If they put Whataburger on the stand, they'd probably catch me. I'd be up there eating Whataburger. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll answer any questions you want. I just took a drink, Venetia. Thanks. I don't think you could hear it, but I did drink. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you've figured everything out. Huh? I haven't figured out anything. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here? I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, Detective. You better be, pal. Hey. I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay, so have you brought what I asked? Oh. What in the fuck? You mean this, right? My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my requests. My name? Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy. The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might do well to read them. I can't believe you, the chief prosecutor, were a witness in that case. Ms. Sky was a witness? SL9 incident files. Files for the Joe Dark killings? Solved 2 years ago. Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with the serial murders. Alright. Oh, what? Now that I've brought your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me? Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that... That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as... the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark... No, Lana. That's over with. No! Emma, wait! She ran off. You know what? I just remembered I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here. Jake Marshall. Angel Star. Damon Gant. Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. Good lord. So many conflicts of interest. Yeah, dude, from a lawyer's perspective, this game falls apart on like a billion fucking levels. It's crazy. Yeah, read all these files and shit in less than 20 minutes. We had a 30-minute recess and she wanted me to read through all those files in like less than 20 minutes. That's crazy. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Emma didn't come back. Oof. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you. Wandering the trails. Fuck you, I can read. Stop making fun of me, Chad. I swear to God. The trails of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it. Oh, I know. You're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. This guy's a fucking weirdo. Howling wind? I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. On the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? Desperado soul is boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we caught on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In plain fucking English, please. This looks vaguely racist. Why? How is this race? It's not even a race. He's supposed to be like a cowboy from Texas. I'm both like charmed and slightly insulted by this character. Mostly charmed. I'm like maybe like 80-20. Maybe even 90-10. Like I like it when people make Texas characters like these fucking cowboys and make them like over the top and like they ride a fucking horse everywhere and cactuses and steak dinners and fucking cowboy analogies and shit. I love that stuff. I love man, what are they called? Tropes? Texas tropes? Those are so fun. Here we go. Alright. My job was to keep a weary eye on that bone orchid. Orchid? Orchid. They say I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room is protected by 2 security systems anyways. If I remember right, I was at a street side saluting... I'm sorry. It's so much reading, eventually I crack and I fuck up. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man. So if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. I can't say I particularly care for your attitude. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Damn, you talk shit to the judge like that? You better fucking know your place, boy. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers? Fingerprint-activated locks? Kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines or with following orders. Everyone's got their weakness. Now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours. Gonna cross-examine this hoe. I do like doing the cowboy voice. It's the same way a Western game makes a ridiculous Japanese stereotype character and might be a little racist. I don't know. I'm kind of those... I think most people, if you break it down, character tropes like these are really funny. Not because they're racist or meant to be offensive, just because they're, like, charming different characters. Sort of like when, like, a Japanese person talks in English, but they have, like, an accent, and their L's are their R's and stuff. Like Mei Ling in Metal Gear Solid. That shit's charming, not because it's offensive or racist, just because, like, this guy talks with, like, a cowboy accent. He's from Texas. He's supposed to be, like, this stereotype. I don't think anybody would be offended by that. And it's not really a race. He's from a place. It's more of like a cultural thing, isn't it? I don't think it really has anything to do with race. Sort of like how Speedy Gonzales from Looney Tunes has pretty much been banished off the face of the earth. And Mexicans fucking love Speedy Gonzales. Everybody loves Speedy Gonzales. He's a fast mouse, and he goes, andale, andale, arriba, like that shit. Everybody loves him. Or even Slowpoke Rodriguez. You know, but people were like, oh, that's offensive, that's racist. And the only people that got offended were like non-Mexicans. So now like Looney Tunes doesn't use fucking Speedy Gonzales anymore. Everybody fucking loved those characters. But everyone's like, oh, we don't want to get in trouble, so we gotta get rid of Speedy Gonzales. It's a cultural thing, not a race thing. They're charming character traits that make you love them, right? Except for like Pepe Le Pew, like the French thing where he was like pretty much tempted, like he was like sexually assaulting like every cat he came across. That was kind of fucked up. Yeah, in hindsight. That's not a race thing, that's something else though. Anyway. My job was to keep a weary eye on the bone orchids. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still. Even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who entered the caretaker who entered the interred the recordings. God, I can't fucking read. You interred them? Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. It's nothing unusual. It's not unusual to be loved by you. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, I felt like I was erasing a part of my life. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So, in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that ain't my style. I'm afraid I don't understand. No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. No desperado I know joins the police force. So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime, just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner, can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? Besides, the room's protected in 2 security systems. Let's see. You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct? Of course, back in the day, my locker was a gold mine of evidence. And yet, you didn't know about the fingerprint lock mechanism? Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works. That's quite incredible. The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too. At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place? If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time it was down. The time it went down. What were you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Spaghetti! Not even Angel steak lunches can beat that parlor's Von Goldschmidt Piper Chopchapoop Pop pasta. Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some fucking noodles? Not all desperados eat tacos, partner. That would be racist, much like Speedy Gonzales of the Looney Tunes fame. That's not what I meant. I hope that has at least taught you a lesson. That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, "Did you not want a raise this year?" Yeah, he does say that often. I'm just an innocent traveling man. So if you're out of ammo, it's time to hit the trail. Out of ammo? Officer Marshall? That's right, partner. Or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you better draw. Otherwise, you just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back west into the sunset. One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything. Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that. Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it though, I'd better up the ante. My job was to keep the weary eye on that Bono. Said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day. It ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyways. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling, so if you're out of ammo, hit the trail. Alright, well. You think you're so fucking cool, hotshot? I'd like to see what the fuck you have to say about this. Found on a bloody... Let's see. Marshall's fingerprints found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print had been wiped. Ooh.
Objection!
Yeah! Motherfucking cowboy bitch-ass pussy. Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. It's quite simple. Ooh, the build-up! Oh, it gives me chills leading up to it. I know I'm about to fuck this dude into the dirt. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects. That make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there.
Objection!
Ho ho ho! I only wish it were, officer. But you see, ooh, the buildup. Your fingerprints were covered in blood! Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene? The blood was wiped away, however. A luminal test clearly reveals this. Well, Officer Marshall? Ooh, he's still collected. He's so confident. So confident. Ooh. Seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. The fuck? I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the blood-stained fingerprints? Oh, sorry, wrong guy. About the blood-stained fingerprints. Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints. Found at the scene of the crime. Alright, here we go, he's gonna explain himself. He's still confident. Alright, we haven't quite nailed him yet. What's he got to say? Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprints are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See? I had nothing to do with it. Ooh, that's such a bullshit excuse, though. The odds that the come on, man. That's such a... Fuck you. The witness explanation is very valid. Yeah, about as valid as my nutsack. Although there's some room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Blood-stained fingerprints. Like I said, it's only natural. Yeah, your mom's natural. I'm gonna save. Oh, you know what? That's a fair point. How many different places would you touch a locker to open it? Well, it was a blood-smeared, full-on handprint, not like one fingerprint. Like, it's a whole fucking hand pushed up against the locker. Did he touch all the lockers? I mean, I guess it's... I don't know, whatever. So, that's because you... How did you... Wait. That's because you... How did you put it? Pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happened to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. Okay, that makes more sense now. That's the locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. Let's see. I'd be straight. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data was never removed from that locker's programming. He must have been using the fingerprint lock all this time without even knowing it. Marshall's fingerprints found...
You are a fool! I am going to crush you and throw you into the wind!
Blackjack.
Oh god, you scared me. Holy shit. Happy Poop, thanks so much for the $21.21. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate everything you do for the channel, man. I really do. Thanks for the support. Can I please get some love in the chat for Happy Poop if you could thank him for the support? It keeps me streaming all the time so I can keep on playing these games for you, so... Show him some love, please. Marshall's fingerprints found on a bloody handprint. On Marshall's own locker. The prints had been wiped. Okay, sweet. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the blood-stained handprint. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine. It's no mystery. Please explain. My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It just so happened the murder touched the locker where my fingerprints was by chance. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that happening are 1,000,000 to 1. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with a mere fingerprint. You wanna know why? The blood stain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Unrelated? They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, the other's a type of murderer. He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different. I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? Press. How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a blood stain at the scene, though to be left by. Wait, dude, I can't read, dude. I can't fucking read. There was a blood stain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found on Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? This seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. A security tape. So long as my trial isn't in there. My trial? Is it trial? No, wait. Oh my god. Trail. Oh my god. I'm having a fucking brain aneurysm. Shut up. Don't make fun of me. I'm working hard. I'm doing my best. I know I'm not the smartest guy, but be nice to me, okay? Be patient with me. I'm slow. So long as my trial. Trail! So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say a goddamn thing. Shit. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. I'm making fun of myself, alright? I'm talking to myself. Shush. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall. Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? Press. What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to the crime? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. But that video is next to useless. It's full of blind spots. Blind spots? Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth. The floor isn't shown. If someone was familiar with the camera position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape. Oh, that's how he disappeared. I was wondering how that worked.
Objection!
We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright. Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in this video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now. I'm about to fuck this cowboy into the dirt. Show evidence. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Now then, let's have another look at that video. I hope it plays the music again, because I know you love that song, chat. Here comes Meekins doing his job. Gah, fuck you, little bitch. He's like, and they're like, yeah, let's fight.
Take that!
Oh my god, did I get it? There, how's that for evidence? Uh-oh. Did I miss the click? Did I misclick? Did I miss? Oh, I fucking misclicked? Dude, fuck you. Hang on. I totally, that doesn't count. I should have paused. Meow. There you go. I know you love this song. I failed on purpose because I wanted you guys to hear it some more. My backspace is pause. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit. Got it.
Take that!
Woo! Here we go, baby. Here we go. I'm about to fuck a cowboy. Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? I gotta go pick me up some Whataburger. I'm a bit hungry. Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video! Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. That locker with the white cloth sticking out? That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Here it goes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the white cloth is gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth was not there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Ugh. Order, order. It would seem that way. Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Even Edgeworth is like, are you a fucking dumbass? Murderer needed to hide something, so he opened the locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yo, he's just standing here, guilty as fuck, but everybody knows, and it's just like... This motherfucker actually believes he's not caught. Look at that. This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. He really is dumb. Hate to rain on your parade there, cowboy. But you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I'll call your bluff. You say I opened that locker, now prove it. Alright. Alright, fucking hotshot. Evidence locker. Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Oh, get fucked, you little pussy. Take that! Fingerprint sensor. We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Ooh! Got him! Get shit on, cowboy! Ooh, he's cracking. No! Yeah! Bet you he's not even a real cowboy. I bet you he's from fucking New York or some shit. Order, order, order. Witness, explain yourself. This is a joke. It's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you, this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Is that beef jerky? What's he chewing on? Is that supposed to be beef jerky? His real name is Robert Brown, and he's an accountant from Queens. I fucking knew it. Olay! Did he say Olay? Please answer the question. What is he now, a bullfighter? Yeah, Olay isn't even fucking Texas. That's bullfighting? Isn't that more like... Is that Mexican? Bullfighting? I don't know, whatever, dude. That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can? Have a look at these floor plans. Oh, here comes the music!
Welcome to the adventure!
QVGTS, thanks for the host, man. I hope you had a good stream. Thanks for hosting me. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for the love. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. No place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right. The only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it. Oh God. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the... At the time of the what? At the time of the what? I didn't get to read it. It fucking skips before I finished reading it. What did it say? Oh, during the time of the crime. I don't know. Hang on.
Take that!
Oh, what? I didn't... I was trying to look at my evidence. Oh my God, dude. I didn't even click anywhere. Are you serious? God damn it. Alright. Let's hear it. Where was Officer at the time of the crime? Okay. Why does it say present when I clicked on it? It fucked everything up. Where the hell was Marshall? Well, he came from over here. He did walk from over here. I don't know. What in the fuck? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, right here is where the little fucking, what's it called? The little mascot was, like, dancing, but he walked, you see him come on camera about right here. And he walks, and he goes in, and he grabs it, and that's when all that shit happens. Then he comes back, and after the fight, we don't see him again. So where the hell did he go? No, that doesn't make sense. Well, if the camera is like about right here, the camera's here. It's like right here, it pans all the way over here. Then it pans all the way back over here. It stops about right here. The only place he could have been is right here in this corner. And then when it goes back over here, he comes over, changes clothes. Something? I guess he comes from over here and he changes his clothes from the locker. Right here. And then... Fuck. I guess right here is the only place I can think of.
Take that!
Officer Marshall was standing right here. So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. It's almost as credible. Oh, no. Your chamber's empty, partner. Better reload. Fuck. Now they're ganging up on me. You should think a little harder. Oh, no. So Meekins should have seen him in the evidence room. That means the only place he could have been would... What? Where was Officer... I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know. I mean, he comes through the door. There's stuff hiding right here. Well, why would he hide here if he could just hide in the corner? Or maybe this corner? Oh my god. He's hiding in this corner. Well, I accidentally clicked over here, but this was like off screen, so it could be here. Could be over here. Could have been hiding behind stuff. What was here? A metal detector and a fishing pole. There was a target thingy here. With a car door. There was a car door here. Was he hiding behind the car door? He couldn't have... Oh! He couldn't have... Where? Okay, let's say... Because Meekin comes in and checks. So the idea isn't just that the camera can't see him. He needs to hide from Meekins if he comes in, too. So he needs to be hiding in the evidence room. Not just from cameras, but from general sight, like Meekins, when he comes in. So, it's gotta be behind the door. Oh, fuck. I hope this is right.
Take that!
He was standing right here. Didn't notice him standing there. It's almost as... Oh, no. Shit! Officer Meekin should have seen him in the evidence room. It's the only place he could have been would be... God damn it. Okay, he wasn't over here. He wasn't here. Could have been over here. Over here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any idea how chat knows and I don't. It's like you guys have already figured it out. It can't hide here. He can't hide in a fucking locker. That's stupid. So there's only so many places it could be. Not here, not here. So these are out. This is ridiculous. He can't hide here. He came walking from over here though, so it's got to be somewhere over here in this corner. I mean, that's assuming he was the guy in the coat, I guess. Oh my god. In this corner? Why would he hide in this corner? He came from over here though. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, the camera saw him come in. How can he hide? Fuck. You know what? Fuck it. Was it over here? No, I don't want to guess. Is my wish list up to date? Yeah, my wish list is up to date, Happy Poop. If you see Hades on there, then yeah, it should be up to date. Oh, I don't think I added Hades to my wish list yet. I was going to do it and I forgot. Yeah, Hades. I want to add Hades to my wish list. We were talking about that and I forgot.
Take that!
Come on. Oh no, did I lose again? No! No! I'm about to lose. Fuck. Yeah, I saw that Sega sale. The only Sega stuff I think that I wanted that I didn't already own was like the Yakuza games. I wanted Yakuza 0, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2. I think it was like $5, $10, and $15. So it would have been like $30 for like all three of them on PC. But I figured I'd still wait because I don't know. I didn't think I'd be able to play them sometime soon, but I was gonna get those. I want to play them with better graphics, you know. I played them on PS4. Hydrate. Good idea. Maybe it's like just... Am I trying to say that he's the killer? Or the victim? Wait, who's the killer in this case? I guess the killer would be Meekins and the victim is Goodman, right? Isn't that what's happening? Maybe it wants me to click on him, the victim, to imply that he's Goodman.
Take that!
Oh no. Oh! Oh my god. That's what they wanted me to do. Ugh. So... I don't even know what to say. That's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct. Unless the man wasn't... Oh... I was like... I was doing that thing where I was thinking like a step or two ahead when I needed to focus on what we were trying to talk about now. I'm implying that he is good. Yeah, obviously. Oh my god. Fuck. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman. I'm so dumb. But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he knew he'd know for sure. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his ID card. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me! Something about the officer's story puzzles me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have nailed it. Or nailed it. Fuck. He would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Oh, I get it. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? You punk-ass bitch! Fucking beef jerky! You got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it? You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. I'm gonna save. I'm about to clutch this fucking case. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. Ugh, this can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? Oh, it got quiet. It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. Nani? I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Ah, she's so hot. I love Mia. Phoenix, try thinking outside the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. What the fuck does that mean? Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later, as it has been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems Indicate that. Yes, indicate. I was indicate the word I was trying to read. He opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. I only have one shot at this too. I'm really trying to clutch this case. Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker. Oh God, here's your music. Pepe Jams. Pepe Jams. Pepe Jams. Here comes Meekins. He's gonna get fucked up. Ice Cream Man! Ice cream! You guys ever hear the ice cream truck theme and like your first thought is, like, oh sweet, ice cream, but then you get a fucking knife? Here we go. It's right here, baby. Clutch! For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end. Yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a fucking knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked. And the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat? You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. Ooh, nice. Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Looked like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. All right. Seems the time has come. Marshall's confession. Yeah, boy! I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. I managed to escape. I knew where areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. So the supposed victim was really you. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor. It was way too much blood for a small donation. Marshall's confession. Okay. You love my emotes, but you love a wider assortment? I mean, there's other streamers. You can definitely sub to them. Are you begging for gifted subs from other channels in my chat? Damn, that's next level. Let's press.
Hold it!
Let's see. When you say it, you mean... Do you even have to ask, partner? The SL9 incident. 2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over. What did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? When a case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time, no matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance. That's why I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out evidence. Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman? If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective's ID card? Well, I stole that the morning of the incident. So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report. I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. Left it on the floor. I'm confused. What is... So he borrowed the... What was the point of the fucking lost item thing that he was filling out? Did he fill that out or did Goodman fill that out? And he took the ID card. So he did or didn't have the ID card and then he left it. How did he leave it at the prosecutor's office? ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself. But he could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a one-in-a-million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID. I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year. When did Edgeworth get so much influence? Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way. With me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekins out and... Managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on camera. There wasn't any murder. So, you did your research beforehand. You did your research beforehand. Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. Security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. Someone was in the security room when I came out. The jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So what you're saying is, on that day, there wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. Oh man, I didn't even think about that, Vanessa. Yeah, there's someone like there's a witness on stand while being armed with a fucking knife. Like he could bring in a fucking knife. I didn't even think about that shit. Like that scene in Dark Knight where a witness just had a gun on him. Yeah, it's like, how did he just get the gun inside? Yeah. They're more careful about that than they are about airport security. Let's see. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicated a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence? It's still missing, Your Honor. Oh, shit. Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. No, you're not. You're literally on the witness stand, you motherfucker. God, this court is literally insane. The deeper and deeper you get into this series, it just becomes like so disconnected. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense. Ooh, what is this music? It's no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more. I can't just forget the SL9 incident. You know why? But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? Whoa, I haven't saved in a while. Let's go ahead and do that. To be perfectly honest, most of the questions that are asked in this game are stuff that the witness would not have to answer. Oh, that might be true. The case was solved 2 years ago. That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room. Yeah, no shit. Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is he deserved his sentence. I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it? I didn't intend to complain about how it turned out. I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. There's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I better take another look at the files. Damn. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, I never even got to look at these, dude. She gave these to me, and I didn't even get to read them. Alright, it's 4 pages. Incident number SL9. Close. Perpetrator, Joe Dark. Crime, serial murder. Sentence, death. Victims. Let's see. Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates, Neil Marshall. Oh, Marshall. Right here, Marshall. Neil Marshall. It must be a family member, maybe like a brother or something. Yeah, page 2. Trial data. Head prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses, Lana Skye and Emma Skye. Oh, they were the, witnesses. Okay. Investigation Task Force. Executive Investigators. Damon Gant, Lana Skye. So Damon Gant and Lana Skye work together on this one? Head Investigator Bruce Goodman. Investigators Jake Marshall, Angel Star. Okay. I told the detective that I planned to take out evidence. I wasn't managed to escape from the camera. I can't just forget the incident. You know why? I do know why. Because right here, buddy, I got the files. Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. I have the SL9 incident file right here. The name, Marshall, is mentioned in here. Ooh. Ooh. In a list of murder victims. Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago. Whoa. He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. What? A prosecutor? You must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award. Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. That's right. He was killed. And the case fell into your hands. But what's his relation to you? He was my brother. I knew it. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant. the then deputy chief of police. Oh, that's his brother right there. That's who the fourth guy was. You guys remember? I was like, okay, this is Cough Up Queen, Angel Star, whatever. Marshall's here. Then this is Goodman. Or at least it looks like Goodman. He's got his little ascot and stuff. And this must have been his brother. Okay. The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. Arraigned? I think I read that wrong. Arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed. At least according to the public records. What do you mean? My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. And that's it? That's your reason for your insane actions? There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me. Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime. That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze me. It's like we're in a video game. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance? It's gotta be more than just that. Yeah, it really does. So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one. Let me save. You know what? I'm actually out of water. Let me take a small break real quick to go get some more water, and we'll be right back, okay? I risked my case. Fuck. It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time. Disproving the alleged murder at the police department. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera tape really was fake. I didn't realize that would end up proving Lana guilty. Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant... Hold it! Woo! Emma takes the stand. Your Honor, wait. Emma? The defense has an objection, a scientific objection. Right? What do you mean, right? Oh my god, this is gonna get weird. Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian? Your Honor? In a sense. Please, Your Honor, all I'm asking is for a minute of your time. Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. I don't want to leave any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. Yeah. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings. I know that now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky's sisters were in that file. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So, I knew his fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing. The other handprint. You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker? But no fingerprints were found on it, right? No, but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So, I ran over there and looked at it again. So did you find something? No. The fuck? Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. The fuck? Alright. Is that all? Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student. And I'm just an attorney. But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them... Please, Mr. Wright, you're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you. Oh boy. Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain? It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around here. Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use. But still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be... Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day. Yes, Your Honor. If ever I've needed to concentrate, it's now. What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? I think I have an idea. I object.
Objection!
This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. The only thing that seems clear is your grasping, Mr. Wright. You've been staring pretty intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them? Yes. This is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is amiss. Or something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there? Yes, something that when drawn will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright. With all this evidence here, There's gotta be something I can use. The question is, which item can prove something is missing on the floor plans? Boom. He was blocking the handprint. You guys remember when I was first looking at that video and I was like, dude, I can't click on the fucking bloody handprint that would be behind this guy because he's blocking it. And then I was like, well, how the fuck did that fucking handprint get there in the first place if it's being blocked? So here we fucking go. What about that piece of plywood? What about that piece of plywood? There you go. The Blue Badger, mascot of the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. I'm getting really tired of your shit. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The Blue Badger is not here. So watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Well, what? Oh! That's right. So long as the Blue Badger is dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at this spot on the locker!
Oh, shit!
Got it. So that means, just exactly what does that mean? It means it can't be done. What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on that locker? Don't look at me. I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. Emma, on that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? After he put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in. Just one moment. I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my court. It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice. But how? One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time, someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. That's some goddamn bullshit, Wright. I refuse to accept your absurd bullshit again. Fuck you. The murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be fake. However, that does not explain the blood mark found on the locker. So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred. When did the first incident occur? To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room. That's right, the blood mark on the locker proves this. Very well. Then tell us, when did this first incident occur, as Mr. Edgeworth said? Proof must be presented. Proof that shows when the murder took place. There's only one piece of evidence that can show that. Now then, will the defense please present the evidence? Oh dude, I'm so clutch. I'm clutching so hard right now. I only have one more fucking thingy. Oh god. Bang your desk. It's gotta be this. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Here we go. This is the only piece. This is the proof. It's quite simple, you see. If it's so simple, then don't get it wrong. Huh? What? That's enough. Discord. Dude, how far back am I? Oh man, I think I'm pretty far back. It's not that bad, hang on. I'm sorry I let you down, chat. Yeah, but when I'm clicking really fast like that, it's really quick. It's not as long as it felt like, so it's not too bad. Damn, that fucking sucks. I see why people like these games. They make me feel really smart. It makes you feel smart as fuck when you see where it's going. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you feel like just a big brain, you know? But the thing is that everybody I think struggles on different parts. I think there's some parts where like a lot of people struggle. Like apparently that first part I struggled with Lotto, that's a very common part where a lot of people are like, what the fuck is it? Because there's like actual contradictions, but they want you to go with the like, they want you to go with like the kind of jump or leap in logic choice and kind of pin that. So I got stuck. That was like the worst. I got stuck. I hated that. But most people, I think a lot of people struggle on different shit. I think you just, when your brain is analyzing things a certain way, you start analyzing it closer and closer, and you have this like tunnel vision where you're focusing, like laser focusing on one thing. And that's probably the worst thing that can happen to you when you're playing this game, is when you get stuck on one train of thought. And it's so hard to just completely abandon it and start trying to look for something else, because your brain always keeps going back to that one thing. Which is why I got stuck so bad that first time. You gotta like be able to back away and just like look for other shit. So I think a lot of people get stuck on random shit. Like if you're in the chat and you've played this game before, what was the part you got stuck on that maybe I didn't get stuck on? Like, has there been a part where you're like, oh, Battle will probably get stuck here, but I didn't? Like, was there a part that you got stuck that I didn't get stuck? Yeah, apparently you weren't able to save Scum before. Before, if you lost the case, you had to like do the whole fucking thing over again, or at least to the last checkpoint, which is a lot of clicking. So that's super annoying. So at least I can save Scum and I don't have to like click for like another 10 minutes. If you were playing on DS, that would have sucked. You get it wrong and you're like, fuck. Now I gotta click through all this bullshit again. Just now you had a aha moment where I remembered something and I saw earlier, and it's like, oh, that's why people like this. Yeah, exactly. Also, it's not just the part... The thing that makes this game good is not just the part where it's like when you figure it out, you're like, you have that moment where you're like, oh, and you feel smart, but it's also the story. Like, I'm really excited to see how this unravels, because some of these twists are like, you know, you don't see them coming. They're actually do surprise you. They're very good at intertwining the story where they have, like, it's so difficult. They have to like intertwine the player to where they can find it their own way, but they can't reveal too much and they can't reveal too little, so that way at least they know what they're doing. But they also have to write like a story with twists and characters and kind of manipulate it to where you still have these moments of revelation and you still make the player feel smart. And I think that's probably the most amazing thing about this game, like, from playing it. Like, imagine having to put something like this together. Like, imagine the big brain you have to be to write an Ace Attorney case file and have it not be insanely frustrating or bullshit. You know? Like, trying to write it to where the player wouldn't get lost in thought on something else, or where you have evidence that would be presented that would have been a right answer, but it's not the answer that you had, like, intended it to be. So they get it wrong and they get frustrated. Like, it's got to be rough. It's got to be super difficult to make a game like this. That's why you play on emulator. I don't know what you're talking about. I never play on emulator. Fightcade. Prior to Officer Meegan's being... Alright, so... What evidence can I prove that shows when the murder took place? There's only one piece of evidence. Dude, it was the autopsy. I can't believe it's not the autopsy. Okay. What shows when the first crime took place? Dude, it should have been this. Death due to loss of blood. One knife wound. Died within an hour and a half. I can't believe it wasn't that. Within an hour and a half. 1 hour would be 5:20. Recovers fingerprints from handprints for evidence from a past case Edgeworth. Brought back to his office by Gant's request. That doesn't tell me anything either. Come on. Come on, man. It's gotta be one of these. Only be assigned to take these things. Dude, I don't fucking know. If it's not the fucking autopsy report, then what the fuck is it? Alright, see you later, Ages. Take it easy, man. Thanks for hanging out. Found at the crime scene wrapped in a thin small. Dude, it's this. This is such bullshit. I don't fucking know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Who the fuck is 7777777? If this happened at 4:20 p.m. and they killed Goodman at 4:20 p.m., 20 minutes later they would have cleaned up, moved the body, then they would have been like, hey, Miles Edgeworth, go get this evidence from the room. Then Miles Edgeworth goes to get the evidence, or that way they know where he is, getting the evidence at 40 minutes. That gives them a chance to put the body in the car. Oh my god, it's totally this. Holy shit. Alright, God, I hope this is right. I don't want to fucking game over. Yes! If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it. And in order to do so, an ID card would have been required. An ID card. Oh! The ID card recorder. Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50 p.m. If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done? I never would have figured you had the nerve, boy. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure out what it couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it. I'm afraid I don't understand either. It's clear from the It's clear from the luminol test that blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible. That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room. Let's look at the chart again. There's only one other card number remaining. 77777777. Talk about a lucky number. But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room? Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 777777. Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP. Find out whose ID number is 777777. That's 17 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card. At least, at present. What? Explain yourself, son. The ID number 777777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is a so-called executive officer. We don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. But that's ridiculous. Just how... I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There is one situation in which we can be granted such authority. If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted. An official charge? You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries. That's how the prosecutor's office operates. I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you would keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask you a question. Yes. No, not you. To her, the defendant sitting right over there. Your own little executive? Lana? Don't be stupid. She's been charged with murder. Of course we've looked up her ID number, and it's not 77777777. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I want to ask. All I want to know is one thing about that incident. The SL9 incident? Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Oh. Oh. Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana? I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendant, just what are you saying? I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't. I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Did it? Why won't you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana! Even if it involved forging evidence. See? That's what I'm talking about right there. No. No! Lana's remarks caused such a chaos in the court could not be quelled. The conclusion of the trial would have to wait until the following day? Oh, man. To be continued. Shit. Oh, man. Things are heating up. Things are getting absolutely crazy, dude. Woo! Hot damn, man. Alright. I think we're gonna call a stopping point right here. Seems pretty good. It hit a checkpoint.
Battle athlete.
Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me again. Yo, the huge shout out to Happy Poop and Hikaru-chan for donating, and Hikaru-chan, thanks for subscribing today. Thanks to any resubs, hosts, raids. Without you guys' support, I can't keep streaming full time. So thanks for the support. It really goes a long way for me, and I make it last. So thanks. Let's see. Something's coming from Amazon next week, just FYI. Oh shit, oh, when you were talking about my wish list, I thought you were talking about Steam. Were you talking about Amazon? Uh-oh. Can I ask what it is, or is it a surprise? I'm checking my wish list right now. Uh-oh. What did you get? Yeah, my wish list on Amazon is up to date. I don't know what you got. It's a surprise? Okay, cool. Yeah, everything on my wish list is... I'm looking at it right now. Should be update. Everything on there is stuff I don't have. I think I cleaned it up recently when somebody sent me a late birthday present, so I updated it. Yeah, I have no idea what it is, but thanks, man. Also, I am still getting that model made. I'm really excited about it, and I actually have like some other people that are helping me with the 3D model. So it is still being worked on. We might not even have to pay the full amount, Happy Poop. It's possible that you might get a partial refund, because like there was certain stuff that he said he would be able to do, he might not be able to do. So I'll keep you posted in Twitch messages to let you know how the Babs model for VR chat and everything is going, okay? Just to give you an update. In fact, I do have a picture here. Since you're here, let me show you what I have so far, so I can put your mind at ease. Here we go. Check it out. I'm gonna show you the personal messages real quick. There you go. This is what we have so far. See, this is some older stuff. He's got some video, so it is being worked on. There's a lot of things on this that aren't final. You know, obviously it doesn't have the hair, like the bunny ears yet. It doesn't have, the jacket might get changed. You know, there's like a lot of things. The hair, a lot of things. But this is what we have so far, man. So yeah, I hope that lets you know what's going on. Keep any partial refund? I mean, it would be going to you regardless because it came directly from you. But I'll keep you posted. I have some other people that might be interested in helping as well, so it's there's a lot of it that's still up in the air. But yeah, man, just to let you know that your money is not going to a waste, or in case you're worried about what's going on. Yeah, I can't wait either. I can't wait either. I think this jacket might get changed. The hair, and then the ears, the bunny ears are gonna be really long, and they're gonna have what do they call that? Fucking something bone, something bones or whatever. So they'll like blow in the wind, and also she'll emote with the ears, and the ears can like go up and down and shit. Yeah, my pleasure, Happy Poop. Also, Happy Poop, if you play VR chat, I've been on VR chat like a lot off stream, hanging out with people. If you want to like message me your VR chat name or whatever the fuck, and I can add you. I've been spending a lot of time on VR chat like off stream, just like hanging out with people. It's a very difficult game to stream, I'm sure you know. But anyway, thanks everybody. The resubs, support, and everything. You guys are awesome. Let's see who's live. And yeah, and also thanks for the gift, Happy Poop. When I get it in, I'll be sure to let you know, man. I'll keep my eyes peeled. I hope you guys had fun. If you were lurking, thanks for lurking. Thanks for watching my stream. I know there's like a billion fucking streams on Twitch you could be watching, so thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna host. Let's see. Who am I gonna host? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna host Infinite. He's playing Ghost of Tsushima. Looks like he got a new mic or something, so I'm gonna send you guys over to Steve, okay? Y'all have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Later.